Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Last offseason and the offseason before that, I went in with a plan. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be making tier lists for every single position, and each year I ended up only doing the point guard and the shooting guard. You guys can go back and look at that. But this year I've decided to switch it up. I'm deciding to do top 10 lists for each position. I didn't really enjoy making those tier lists anyway, so I think top 10 lists will be perfectly fine. A lot of y'all are going to disagree with this list. A lot of y'all are going to like this list, but at the end of the day, it's just basketball. It's just ball. It's just entertainment at the end of the day. So we're going to keep it that way. And it's my opinion. Like, damn, don't jump down my throat because I like Zach LaVine and you like Jaylen Brown or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Wait, these are point guards. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the point guards and the point guards only. So don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the content. And before we start talking about the top 10 lists, I obviously got to give some honorable mentions. I don't think a lot of people are going to be expecting the player that's about to come out of my mouth. Pause. That was crazy. Ja Morant. And no, it's not because of all the guns in the 25 games and the I'ma up my blicky on IG Live. It's not none of that. It's not because of all the hate he's been getting. It's solely because of how he is as a basketball player. I feel like a lot of people last year, including myself, were overrating Ja Morant. I do have a tweet. I think I still have it in my camera roll if I could put it up right here. I was basically advocating on Twitter for Ja Morant to have a case for MVP in the 21-22 season. Looking back at that, I do not agree with that at all. I feel like that is just overrating the player that Ja Morant was then, and I feel like people are continuing to bring that in to last season, and I saw that a lot because Ja Morant's efficiency took a dip. If I can actually fact check that right now, I will. I have it right here. It says that Ja Morant averaged 26, 8, and 6, and his efficiency took a dip like crazy. Like his three-point percentage took a dip, his field goal percentage took a dip, his free throw percentage took a dip. And it's like, even if we scroll down here, where Ja Morant is most effective, obviously it's his rim pressure, his finishing at the basket. We all know how good Ja Morant is in that field, right? Well, it's obvious that it's showing right here that from 0 to 3 feet, his numbers have taken a dip. Like, I mean, a 5% decrease, and he's taking less of them. For some reason, he tends to take more threes this season than he was last year, and he's making less. This is the things that I'm talking about with Ja Morant that people aren't really, looking at. And I love Ja Morant, man. He's like top 5 favorite players in the league for me, maybe even top 3 if you let me think. I gotta call it out when I see it, bro. I mean, goddamn, you did not have a good season this year. I need to see a big bounce back from my boy, bro. Seriously. Now get into this top 10 list. At number 10, I have Indiana Pacers starting point guard Tyrese Halliburton. I really wanted to put him higher because he's one of my favorite players to watch in the league. I couldn't put him higher than any other guy that's on this list for individual reasons, but this man, Tyrese Halliburton, can basically do it all on the offensive side of the basketball. He's one of the more better shooters in the league. He's also one of the better playmakers in the league. If you ask me, I'd probably say he's around top 10 to top 15 playmaker in the league. There's some things that I would like to see him improve on, probably more of his half-court playmaking. I did allude to that a little bit in my previous video. You guys can go watch that if you want after this video. But I do want to see him improve more on that. However, he's one of the more, premier players to watch in this league. And I feel like a lot of people are going to have their eyes on Indiana because, man, him, Obi Toppin, Benedict Mathurin, now I was gonna call him Bruce Bowen. God damn, I do that all the time. Bruce Brown, fresh off a championship. I'm so damn excited to see this Indiana Pacers team and see what they're gonna do this season. Hopefully they can surprise a lot of people. But yeah, 10 is a very good placement for Tyrese Halliburton. I want to go on to number 9, and number 9 is Jamal Murray, fresh off a championship. I didn't know if I was overrating Jamal Murray for even putting him over Tyrese Halliburton. However, I don't want to be that guy that sees that starting point guard on the championship team and not put him in the top 10. Jamal Murray has shown that he has that top 10 point guard potential, but he just hasn't been able to show it. But now he's showing it on the highest of levels. The NBA Finals is the pinnacle of basketball. So if you play and you show out there when the lights are the brightest, I have no choice but to put you there. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can't deny the playoff rising. I mean, my God. This man, Jamal Murray, turns it up a notch when he gets to the playoffs, and he's done that consistently 3 seasons in a row. If Jamal Murray's on the court in the playoffs, he's giving it his all no matter what scheme is thrown at him, and he's shown that time and time again. So I have no choice but to put him in the top 10. Maybe I'm overrating him, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm underrating him to some people, but I knew that after he was going to win a championship that people are going to overrate him, so I didn't want to do that myself, you know what I'm saying? But let's go on to number 8. Why'd I say like that? Let's go on to number 8. At number 8, a lot of people are going to be like, man, this guy's too low. I don't know why I'm acting like you guys don't know who number 8 is. It's on the thumbnail. James Harden. I have James Harden at number 8. A lot of people are going to be like, damn, why isn't James Harden higher? I mean, he's averaging 21 and 10. Thing is with James Harden, a lot of people, when they hear James Harden's name, they obviously think about Houston Rockets James Harden, maybe even first year Brooklyn Nets James Harden, where he was in the bestest shape. And I feel like a lot of people are starting to turn off from that James Harden and kind of open their eyes to the game that he's actually producing right now, and that's mediocre. I'm gonna be honest, that's mediocre. But James Harden's mediocre lands him in the top 10. That's the crazy part, because we all know how good James Harden can be. I still haven't seen that peak of James Harden being the facilitator while also, taking a backseat on the scoring. I want to see him be able to make a deep postseason run as that. I don't need to see James Harden of old. I just want to see that. And if I can see that and I see some improvement, maybe I'll be able to put him higher. But for now, I feel like he's still a very good point guard. He's still one of the best playmakers in the league right now, if you ask me. And if you let him get the ball as much as possible, trust me, the man is gonna give you some buckets. He's gonna take a shot every time you let him. But yeah, I got James Harden at 8. Let's move on to number 7. And at number 7 is my boy, my guy, Jalen Brunson, my favorite player in the league. I know I've been telling a lot of motherfuckers that Trae Young's my favorite player in the league, but shit's probably changed. Shit's changed. I got Jalen Brunson over James Harden. I don't really agree with that. I don't really think that Jalen Brunson's a better player than James Harden, but I don't really give a damn because this is my list and I like Jalen Brunson better. So maybe my bias is carrying me right now. Not maybe, it literally is carrying me right now. But I'm putting him at number 7 because I want to put him on number 7. We all know how good of a basketball player Jalen Brunson is. The breakout season that he just had, everyone was like, overpay. But I was there. I have a tweet. I'm like, you're averaging 25 this season. Don't listen to them niggas. And what did he do in the playoffs? He averaged 25 and gave you one of the best games possible. It's too bad that he has Julius Randle on his goddamn team. If he didn't have Julius Randle on his team, who knows what would have happened? They probably would have beaten the Heat. Maybe the Heat wouldn't have gotten as much praise as they did before. Maybe Jalen Brunson would be getting the exact same praise that Jimmy Butler got. But I had to put my guy Jalen Brunson at number 7. It's too bad that I just don't have the will to put him over Trae Young, who is number 6. I wanted to put Trae Young here solely because I know how damn good of a basketball player he is. But this season was just a dud. I had him number 4 going into last season, and he's dropped to number 6 solely because his efficiency dropped with it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a really, really inconsistent season from Trae Young all around. I mean, this was a gelling period considering that DeJounte Murray just got added to the team. So I do understand why his efficiency has dropped. I feel like going into next season, Trae Young is going to have that type of season where he's going to shut everybody up. Me personally, I had him on my all-star ballot because 1, he's one of my favorite players in the league. And number 2, because you can't look at a man averaging 27 and 10 just because the efficiency is poor. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, I don't want to be that guy because I'm only 21 years old and I don't want to sound like an old head. But back in the day, we didn't give a damn about efficiency. We didn't track this shit. We didn't track none of this basketball reference shit. If I saw 27 and 10, motherfucker, you average 27 and 10. Let's be honest with ourselves. He didn't even get any consideration from the actual guys that were making the all-star ballot. But he gonna make sure that he's on that all-star ballot this season. He's gonna be on All-NBA this season, and he's gonna be in the playoffs this season, and I stamp that. But I have Trae Young at number 6. Hopefully DeJounte Murray and him, mesh together because, man, he just got paid. Trae Young's gonna be looking to get paid here soon. and you don't want to lock two people up who don't know how to play together. Now we're on the top 5 point guards in the league. At number 5, I got De'Aaron Fox. A lot of people might not agree with this. I don't care. This is another one of those biased things where I just gotta put him higher. Maybe this is recency bias. I don't care. This is my list. De'Aaron Fox, fresh off of his first playoff appearance, he looked amazing. He went toe-to-toe with the Golden State Warriors, took them to 7 for the first time since I don't know how long, and gave them a run for their money. Let me tell you, I was a Sacramento Kings fan that whole entire playoff run. You guys can literally watch it on this channel. It was amazing. It was an amazing time watching the Kings play playoff basketball for the first time in 16 years. But De'Aaron Fox was the reason why I was so invested, because of his game, because of how much it improved. I mean, I wouldn't really say that his game improved a lot from what it was in 2022 to 2023. I feel like it was more so of the guys that were put around him in the offseason. In the trade deadline in the 21-22 season, they brought in Domantas Sabonis, and they saw flashes of becoming a very good offensive duo. And then later that offseason, they added Kevin Huerter. They added Malik Monk, took him away from the Los Angeles Lakers. And I had a feeling that the Sacramento Kings were going to get better because of these pieces, because they complement De'Aaron Fox so well. We all know that De'Aaron Fox can't really shoot the ball with the best of them. But De'Aaron Fox also has his underrated on-ball defense to recover that. This is what I'm saying. De'Aaron Fox is one of the more underrated basketball players in the league, and his rim pressure that he adds, man, let me tell you, this is real rim pressure, Ja. This is real rim pressure. Stop it, all that corny fake shit. I'ma almost dunk it. Stop. De'Aaron Fox is here to stay, and he's gonna show y'all. At number 4, I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, another guy who creates a lot of pressure on the rim. He could finish with the best of them. In my opinion, he's one of the best downhill attackers in NBA right now. This is obviously the year that the OKC Thunder were looking to get out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I genuinely think that this is the perfect scenario that they needed going into next season, bringing back Chet Holmgren. I am so excited to see what Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the OKC Thunder do next season. I have a big hot take with them, but I'm gonna save it for another video because we're talking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here. If you guys want to see a game that is pure, that is different from the way that people play basketball now, go and watch OKC play basketball. Selfless, completely selfless. And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a lot to do with that, so I have to put Shai at number 4. And I think the top 3 is pretty apparent who they are. It's just a matter of which order you're going to put them in. At number 3, I got Damian Lillard. I don't like talking about Damian Lillard too much just because of all the goddamn trade rumors that goes on year after year after year. We all know how good Damian Lillard is. I don't need to sit here and give you guys the rundown. He just had one of his best seasons individually, statistically, like ever. I just need to see more of Damian Lillard in the playoffs next season before I can rank him any higher than where he is right now. I don't even know which team he's going to be on. Like, damn, this player empowerment shit. This player empowerment right here. Is he going to be in Miami? Is he going to be in Portland? Is he going to be in Boston? No. He's not coming to Boston. But Damian Lillard is the 3rd best point guard in the league. You guys already know who 2 and 1 is. It's Steph Curry and Luka Doncic. Which way am I going to put them? Number 2, I got Luka Doncic. I do think Luka is one of the best players in the league. I have him top 5, specifically at 4, because he is just absolute magic. Like, I don't know how else to describe watching Luka play the game. His stats back it up. There's just so much that you can say about Luka Doncic, and he's only going into year 5, I believe. And he's got Kyrie Irving locked in on his team. He's got Grant Williams who's going to bring the defense. He's got Derek Lively, a new rookie. You know, there's so many pieces that Luka Doncic is gaining because of Mark Cuban that, like, this might actually be the year that Luka Doncic wins MVP. And I wouldn't go as far as to making him my prediction right now because it's just right in front of our eyes. This might actually be the year. So going into next season, I do think that Luka Doncic is the 2nd best point guard. I don't know how better he's going to get considering how good he already is at the age of 24, I believe. And number 1, y'all already know it's Stephen Curry. The man literally said that he's 35 years old. 35 years of age, and he's like, nah, I still feel like I'm in my prime. That's scary. This is the greatest shooter we've ever seen, ever. And he's saying that he feels like he's in his prime. When is Curry gonna slow down? One of the best offensive players in the league right now. I don't know how much weight that holds because we have Jokic, and Jokic is obviously a better offensive player than Curry right now. But I don't know, man. I don't need to sit here and explain to y'all how good of a basketball player Steph Curry is in 2023. Y'all should know this already. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should know this. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video. And bring your top 10s down to the comment section. I want to critique it. I will respond to every single one of y'all. That's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'm out. Peace.